Hello everyone. So in today's video you are going to see how we can connect Azure AD Connect to Office 365 environment and how we can sync our on-premises accounts, groups, users, etc. to cloud. And I will show you the step-by-step deployment, what will be the basic requirements and the features that you have to use it, and through which you can connect to Azure cloud and sync your on-premises account over there, and further that we can test it out, some logins and etc. So let's see, we start it on this and see how it will go. Active Directory, users and computer. So what I have in the on-premises right now, this is my domain, that is splocal.com, and this is my on-premises domain where I have an OU as cloud users. Some on-prem I have taken it as different one. So I have cloud O365 organizational unit. I will synchronize this organizational unit only, where I have a group and users. Sales SY I have taken it as for the sync user 1, sync user 2, and group is sync user all for sales. And this group have 2 members, these 2 user accounts. So this is what I have in on-premises right now. Obviously in your organization you have an many more users, thousands and number of users, so it would be totally depend, but I have taken it as just sample. Okay, so now I'm just going back on my, okay, it's timeout and close. Let me close everything. Okay, so once I go on my home page in Office 365 Admin Center, okay, let me quickly log in it. Okay, now I have to go and start my synchronization. Okay, it's not sure why it's logged out again. I've logged in here. I just closed it this session because I'm trying to log in it with the multiple sessions. Okay, so I have seen a couple of users are here. It's giving me a strange thing. You can see it is only the 2 user account that are available and at this moment. So I'm just going to show how we can synchronize it. Okay, I need to go to Active Directory, that is Azure Active Directory. Let me quickly show you. Okay, once you click on Admin Center, Azure Active Directory, from this portal you will reach to Azure Active Directory dashboard. Here you can see the recommendation sync with your AD. This option is available here, and Azure AD sync not enabled. So I can see it from this, or you may get this option in this list also. Once you click on Azure Active Directory, you will get Azure AD Connect here. So from the home page you can get it on the dashboard itself only. If it is not there in your dashboard, then still you will get this option. So that would not be an issue. You can just simply click on Azure Active Directory, and from there you can enable it from this. You can see the federation, seamless single sign-on, pass-through authentication. These are the options available for the user sign-in method. All are disabled at this moment. I will enable it and show you. First of all, I have to download my my Azure AD Connect, so which is not installed till now. So I have clicked on that to download and install the Azure AD Connect. So first I need to download it here. I just clicked on download, and now the downloading is getting started. Okay, so it's downloaded now. I have shown the okay, I just double click on that. You need an server where you can deploy it and must have an connectivity with internet as well as with your local internal Active Directory. So make sure wherever you are installing this, you must have these two functionalities available. You have to agree it, click on continue. It asked me to customize the setting or use the express setting. In the customize, you will get specify if you want to use an existing SQL that required an SQL database to install the things. So you can choose an customization, or you can just go ahead simply and install it. So we'll start installing your SQL Express as a local server database. If you want to put it in a different SQL server, you can take it that way also. Okay, saying no existing synchronization service is found, so it's trying to service to be installed. That will take a couple of minutes for the installation. Once installation get completed, we will get options for the configuration. I will show you all these, how it will go and how it will install it. Takes couple of minutes, so once we wait for that time. Okay, so now it's ready. It's asking me for the password synchronization. If you click on this question mark, this allows sign in to cloud with the same password that you use in on premises. Make sure that hash synchronization does not store or send the clear text password. That is one thing. Pass-through authentication, that can be enable your Active Directory and passing requests to on premises. You have an ADFS, you can choose this option. You can federate with Ping Federates, where you can log in with the corporate service or any other service password authentication requests for the federation, as well as do not configure. So you are not going to configure a signing method, only you are syncing your all premises account. So from here you can enable your single sign-on purpose. If you enable a single sign-on, in that scenario, if you are logged in with the same user account that you have to use in your cloud, so users are logged in with the same account, then users will be directly opening, they are able to directly open their Outlook. They need not to enter their password, username, and they try to log in on the portal. Need not to enter the credential once again. I'm taking it right now as a hash synchronization this moment. It's asking me to enter my Azure AD Global Administrator credential. So I'm just going to enter it. It's my SPL admin account, test1.onmicrosoft.com. Okay, and the password for this account, it's trying to connect it with, okay, incorrect username and password. I think I have typed some, okay, SPL is missing. Sorry, I have entered the wrong credential. So okay, let's just trying to connect it. Examining this domain and the domain information. So it will take couple of minutes. Okay, now it's back with my screen to add the Active Directory. Okay, so now it's showing me to connect with your Active Directory. Now forest is this, and I have selected this. Okay, this is Active Directory. The forest name which is available is SPL local. So I have tried to add this directory. It's creating me to add the forest account. So here I need to add my local account information, that is SP local, and the account that I used for administration, it must have an permission on local Active Directory enterprise level. So let me enter the password. Click on OK. It's trying to discover it's only this one is the domain is available, which is spllocal.com, and obviously I use this directory configuration, but I don't have an SPN I have not configured till now, so I need to add the SPN information. You can see it's not in Azure AD. This is the message you will be getting. What I have in my Azure AD, let me go back and show you. Okay, in my this Active Directory information, if I click on my existing domains or from the users itself, you can check it. I have an default domain is spltest.in only. So this is the challenge which I can see it here, and obviously you will be also getting. So first I need to add this as a UPN suffix in your in my Active Directory information. So I can just open it, my users, and add domains and trust, and here I can, okay, and I just opened this. I'm going to my domain and trust to add my new SPN. Just click on this, and in the properties I'm going to add my domain, that is spltest.in, as a suffix because I have this account in my cloud. So I just added it here, closed, and okay. So now I have an account which is available and added here. Let me go back in my users and computer and see it. Okay, so this is okay, these are the two user accounts that I added in the group. Let me quickly show the users. So users UPNs, what exactly right now? If I see currently it's spl.com, I change it to spltest.in. I can do it with the PowerShell, and this is mainly at the time of planning stage. This account must be added, and when you are trying to create a new user account like this in Active Directory, you can choose the specific domain. That is what I have here. I'm just going to create a new user 1 with this account. So it's just similar as what you have in the local login credential, doesn't matter, but SPN must be. So I have just added this user account here. Okay, so I have created 3 user accounts now. Two was the ODL one and my other is also. Okay, let me quickly rename it as user 1 new SY user 1. I can just change it, so just for the synchronization purpose. Okay, and the logon name I'm also going to change it. This would be easy. Okay, so what I will do, I will sync these users and this group. SPN suffix is added. Now I'm going back to my Azure AD, go back on previous and recheck once again. So what it will do, now you can see the verified domain is added here, this one. So and continue with the, it's saying without matching suffix, not added because I have taken it. So just me quickly go back on my syncing text section. Okay, let me connect it once again. We have only this Active Directory. If you have multiple forests, you will get an option other forest, or if you have multiple domains, you will get those directory options. You can add it here. I have 2 domains and one is there. If you want to continue, user will not be able to sign in AD on on-premises connection if UPN suffix does not match a verified domain. So it's giving me an warning message because it does not match with cloud. This one is verified because this one I have in on premises. For AD attribute, which attribute you want to take it as a unique one. So I have taken it user principal name on the on-premises attribute used as a AD Azure username. So what will be the username? Default should be user name. I have taken UPN. Okay, so I'm clicking on next. Sync all the domains in the OU, or you can select it as per your requirement. So what I am going to do it here, I am just going to select it a specific OU, that is Cloud O365. I just want to sync these two ones only, these two OUs. Here you have an option, you can sync the entire directory or you can sync a specific user group. So I have taken it the specific user group, which I have shown you here, these group and ones Cloud O365, and this is an approach used by most of the organization when they are trying to sync the environment. They always use a specific environment, that is in my specific OUs in the environment that is used to sync on the cloud. Just clicked on next. Here the mail attributes or all the users represent only across all the directories or specific ones you would like to place it. Let Azure manage the source anchor. If you want to specify an attribute, you can define it here. Uniquely identification of user settings between on-premises and Azure AD. Keep it default. Synchronize all the users and the devices that exist in your environment, or you want to synchronize it on a specific ones. If any filterization you want to put on the basis of group etc. in the same OU also. Okay, now you can see the various options, hash password synchronization, which I have selected, directory extension attributes if you want to add it here. No, not yet. I am not going to do it right now. Okay, now I'm just checking, installing and ready for the component. So it will take and start the synchronization once the process is complete, and enable the staging mode when the not export any data. So that I'm not going to choose it right now. Click on install. So it will verify the connectivity to Azure Active Directory and the synchronization service verification. Now it's configuring my account configuration. So it will do all of these stuff. You need not to worry about that, how it will go synchronize, how it will work the synchronization. That has been taken care by this tool itself only. This may take a couple of minutes for the synchronization. Once the synchronization get complete, we will see the user account. One more thing I just wanted to add it here. Once you do the synchronization, that will still take a couple of minutes at your portal. That means here in the user section. So it will still take a couple of minutes, and you can see the on-premises synchronization is in continue, but it will take a couple of minutes. So just wait, and you can see it after some time how it will go. Let me just finish it and then see how it will go. Okay, so now its configuration is completed, and you can see the configuration is complete. You can log on with Azure or Office 365 portal to verify the user accounts, which I have created locally. It's saying recycle bin services are not enabled, so that is recommended to enable it, because I have not enabled this as a test domain. It was there. AD attribute MSDS consistency GUID as a source anchor for the attribute. Okay, so I'm just clicking on exit to close this, and now see how it will go. Okay, so now I'm going back on my Azure AD portal and just do a refresh to check it out. This may require a couple of minutes, as I said to you. So it will be available here in okay. Now you can see the sync is now available. These are the users which exist in your on-premises environment here. Now the user accounts are available here. Now I'm going back on my Active Directory admin center portal and check it out. In active user in the user section, let me quickly add a new user license. You can see the licenses are not assigned on this, so what I have to do, I have to assign some licensing. Okay, I'm going to sales SYU1. It's an unlicensed user, so I'm just going to assign a license. Okay, you can see the license and the app details. Quickly jump into the same location. I'm assigning a license, whatever license you want. If you want to specify a selected license, you can specify it. Same way, I assign this license now. Okay, so you have your changes has been saved and the license is assigned. I just go and try to log in with the same account. Let me open a new window with this user, portal.office365.com. okay, my user account is let me quickly see. Okay, that is sales SYU1 and I need to log in with the SPN, or sorry, the UPN, that is user spell name. That UPN is sales SYU1 at spltest.in. I need to use this one, sales SYU1. I think I'm not wrong with that. Sales SYU1, right? At spltest.in. I logged in with this account. Let me see what next will be happen. It asking me to enter the password. I enter the password which I choose in the on-premises. I think I have taken a wrong password. Let me quickly add. Okay, it's asking me to enable the default security options. Perfect. So now I have assigned the license, you can see, which I have shown you in the last video also. The Office 365 user which I have created, this one, that is on sales user 1, which I have created in cloud only, but this one is your sync account. So I logged in, I have created a user in the on-premises, assigned the password in the on-premises, and then I am trying to log in it here. I can see I can able to access it. If I go in the Outlook, I can able to access the Outlook also. Okay, I am able to send emails or whatever things. Okay, let me send an email to myself only, no issue, or let me send an email to external ID, which I used in my last video also. That is I think I forgot that ID or not yet. It was SkyPass. Okay, SkyPass test1 at outlook.com. This is an external email account which exists on Microsoft Outlook. I am sending it test email, testing. I send this email from my account, and okay, so it's went away. Let me check on my account if it is there. Okay, I got that email and I'm replying it once it's back in my account. Okay, now I got that email. Once reply back. Okay, it's coming from, so everything, all features which I synced my local account, it's working perfectly fine. You can see it here. Let me quickly log off this, and as I just created one user when I started this video in this, so this one is new one. I created this a few minutes ago. So let me assign the license to this one also and show you. Okay, licensing, I just go on the licensing section. I enable that, save the changes. Okay, now license is assigned. Let me quickly open it. Once this account, its account name is new sy user 1. So okay, it's new sy user 1 at spltest.in. This account I have just created a few minutes ago, if you remember. Okay, so now this is also perfectly fine. It's syncing, it's getting logged on and everything. And if I open the Outlook for this account, let me quickly show you. Okay, so now you can see it's available here. Let me quickly send an email to SPL, not that was the sales user 1 or sales sync user 1. I am just sending a test email from here to them. Test it. Again, I'm open it normal one. Portal dot sorry, I think I typed wrong. Okay, I'm just logging with the account which I used to send email, that is sales SYU1, sales SYU1. Let me quickly, give me a moment. Okay, let me quickly show you we got that email or not. See, this is the one which I got it here. Okay, so this one is working, seems like good. Let me test it. Test, let me see. RE-test is go send back. Okay, and I'm going back it here. Sorry, in this cell test is received. So everything is working fine, even internal mail flow, external mail flow. So that's all about this, and you have seen how we can test it out after syncing all the user accounts, logins and everything. For detailed information you can watch my series Beginners to Professional related to Office 365, and in part 2 I have already covered all these stuff in more details. You can review it over there. That's it for today. Thank you so much, and keep watching my channel and do subscribe it. Thank you so much.